Ladies and gents, there is some very positive news if you are an Arsenal fan today regarding Ethan Nwaneri. The news broke a few days ago that he could be on his way to Chelsea, but according to Sam C, who's recently started working for The Athletic, who is a very credible journalist, has come out to say that he could be staying at Arsenal. There is confidence within the Arsenal camp, according to Sam C, that a contract could be agreed in the next few days. Fabrizio Romano has come out and spoken about Viktor Gyökeres, saying that he is forcing the move. Reports coming out that Andrea Berta has personally flown out to Sporting, out to Lisbon in Portugal in the last day or so to get this deal over the line. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts on every single story we discuss. Check out the video from earlier today regarding Newcastle, and we will be there today as well for the Chelsea Club World Cup game. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Yes, you, right there, you, watching this video, you, go down, hit that subscribe button. We're just under 500 subs away from 62,000. The support is absolutely overwhelming on this channel. The best community out there on YouTube. Don't care what anyone says, it's unmatched. Now, I want to start with Sam C. Now, he used to work for the United stand, recently has started working for The Athletic. He's on the same, works for the same media company as David Ornstein. Very, very credible. Fabrizio Romano, a lot of the time, has quoted some of the things he says. He has come out of an exclusive. Arsenal are now confident Ethan Nwaneri is set to put pen to paper on a long-term contract in the coming days. Now, that is massive because, don't get me wrong, Arsenal are looking at bringing in Eberechi Eze. They're looking at bringing Noni Madueke. They're looking at bringing in Gyökeres. They've got talented players already, Odegaard, Saka, etc. So the pathway to the first team does look a little bit limited if you're Ethan Nwaneri. Last year, had his breakout season, only really got a huge amount of game time when there was either an injury to Martin Odegaard or to Bukayo Saka. So the questionable thing is going to be is he going to get consistent game time next season if those players remain fit? He's only 18 years of age. He's just turned 18 in March. Had a really, really good season, you know, in the Premier League. Was part of that England team that won the under-21s trophy, the Euros. His contract does expire June 30th, 2026. So he is going into his last year of his contract. I do believe personally that he will sign a contract. I think Sam C normally is very, very credible. Last year, he's got 4 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League, and then also got 2 goals in the Champions League with 3 goals in the EFL Cup. So overall, he got 9 goals and 2 assists. Is not a bad record at all if you're 18 years of age. He's an academy boy, you know, just like Miles Lewis-Skelly, just like Bukayo Saka. You know, they are producing some gems coming out of that Arsenal academy, but it probably is going to sign a deal in the next day or two, according to Sam C. In the coming days, I'd imagine if this is true, there probably will be an announcement at some point. Now, Fabrizio Romano has come out regarding Viktor Gyökeres. Sam C's actually gone and reposted that tweet as well, which to me, normally when reporters do that, there is more to the story than meets the eye. Fabrizio Romano has come out and said Arsenal remain in direct talks with Sporting for Viktor Gyökeres. Players doing his best efforts to join. He is forcing the move. He's gone out on strike. He has said to the Sporting hierarchy that he has no intention to play for Sporting anytime soon. And reports have come out today that Andrea Berta has personally flown out to Portugal to get this deal over the line. Now, Gunner Blog has come out regarding beyond Viktor Gyökeres and said Arsenal are exploring other ways to improve their attack. Arsenal see Noni Madueke as a versatile player who can support Bukayo Saka on the right flank. I still don't really understand the outburst from Arsenal fans. Who's Liverpool's backup right winger to Mohamed Salah? Who's Manchester City's backup winger to Foden or to Savinho? Who's Chelsea's backup to Palmer? Who's Newcastle's backup central midfield if Tonali gets injured or Bruno Guimaraes gets injured? This guy is coming in with Premier League experience, playing for one of the best clubs in the Premier League, who is going to be a backup to Bukayo Saka. No one's saying he's going to start every single week. No one's saying he's going to perform and keep Saka out of the team. What I personally believe is, though, this guy right now has a lot of experience, which ticks a lot of the boxes which Arsenal need. Everyone last year was crying out saying, oh, Saka needs a rest, Saka needs a rest. You go and get someone who can give Saka a rest, and all of a sudden Arsenal fans are not happy. I don't really get it. I really, really don't. I'll be honest with you guys. The Gunnerblog comes out and says, other players from the left wing have been spotted under discussion. Arsenal have undertaken significant background work on Rodrigo and have held talks about a possible move. I do think Rodrigo is the guy, and tomorrow night you will find out regarding Rodrigo's situation, if he is going to be staying at Real Madrid. You know, Real Madrid play PSG tomorrow night in the semi-finals of the Club World Cup. I do predict it will be a PSG versus Chelsea final, which tells me that if Real Madrid are out tomorrow night, the Rodrigo conversation will probably happen in the coming days. If he hands in a transfer request, which mainly journalists are anticipating he does, there is going to be a line of clubs after him. Bayern Munich, they want a left winger. They're after Luis Diaz. They were after Rafa Leao. They were after Nico Williams. Arsenal have been interested in Rodrigo for a long, long time. I personally think Liverpool will still be in and around the mix. When you look at their front line, could they potentially add someone like that to their list? Who knows? In terms of the situation with regards to Rodrigo, I do think Arsenal will probably be his preference according to the reports. Anthony Gordon is another one who's admired. Ademola Lookman, has been discussed, as well as Eberechi Eze. May depend on what Arsenal have left in the budget for any deal for Gyökeres is struck. It remains to be seen if potential signings such as Rodrigo Eze are dependent on outgoings. Well, speaking of outgoings, Fabrizio Romano has come out today and shut down the links with regards to Martinelli and Saudi. He's come out and said the following. I'll bring it up on screen for you guys, if I can find it. 1 second. I can't find it. Or has he deleted it? Has he deleted it? Has he deleted it? Hang on. He's deleted his Martinelli tweet. Oh, no. He said it on Instagram. Here you go. Fabrizio exclusive. Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli would not join Al Nassr despite links of immediate move. Al Nassr have not even started talks with Martinelli. Club focused on different targets and no talks of Arsenal. Martinelli is fully focused on the Arsenal project. Not advanced talks with any other club with the 2 eyes emoji. So I do still think Trossard could leave. I think he is one that definitely could leave this upcoming window. I don't know who this source is. A journalist as a co-host of 442 from Africa who works for The Sun. They said Andrea Berta is determined to sign Eberechi Eze and will try to convince Crystal Palace, who might consider accepting as a promising defender as part of a deal. Could potentially Zinchenko, could Kivior, could someone like that leave? Obviously, because Gahey, the likelihood he's going to join Liverpool. While the player has already considered a make weight in the deal is not known, Sunsport understands he's emerging as a star who's played a handful of games for the first team. Now, in terms of the situation with regards to Madueke, Chelsea want more than £50 million. According to certain reports, Arsenal are only prepared to pay £40 million. I do think that evaluation is a little bit steep. I'm not going to lie. Noni Madueke, they believe the current market justifies such a figure, given West Ham's evaluation for Mohamed Kudus is 52 million. And of course, Newcastle have just paid 55 million with add-ons for Elanga. So look, they've got every right to, from a Chelsea perspective, if they believe he's worth more than that, they're going to charge more than that, aren't they? And the going rate for the market is quite high right now. So let me know your thoughts regarding Madueke. In terms of Viktor Gyökeres, it looks like Andrea Berta, according to reports, has flown out to Portugal. I believe that the situation should be resolved this week. Everyone's kind of talking about it. Viktor Gyökeres has personally sent a private message to Sporting's president, Federico Varandas, and said, asking him to let him move to Arsenal. That's coming out from Daily AFC. So let me know your thoughts. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all soon.